Hey, are you wondering, how can I make more profit with less work in my small business? Is it possible? Well, here it is. I promise it is. All right, so I am traveling today in Omaha, Nebraska, but I have helped hundreds and hundreds of companies across the world go through and maximize their profits, get more than they ever dreamed possible. I'm gonna tell you 3 specific ways to do it, and if you stick with me to the very end, I got a free offer, so I apologize for the background noise. As entrepreneurs and business owners, we know that if we have a clear plan, anything becomes possible. And if you can have a clear plan, a clear process to create that plan, and a way to create clarity with your partner or spouse, you can drive to amazing heights. All right. So when it comes to making a profit and actually maximizing the profit in your existing business, there's 3 things you can do. My colors. There we go. All right, so the first thing is start using metrics to make the decisions. I have seen this over and over and over in small and even mid-sized companies. It is crazy how people have no idea where they're making their money. They don't know, are you making money on this job? Maybe. The thing is that statistically, it's roughly 60%. If you've been in business for over 10 years, roughly 60% of the work you're doing in those existing companies or those existing long-term clients, you're likely losing money. That's right, you're likely losing money in those particular clients. Because the thing is like, yeah, well, we've been working with Steve forever and I don't want to raise the price on Steve. And that's just the way it is. They had that hard time 4 years ago. We just sort of let it go. But if you start really diving in and figuring out what is your true cost, are you making money on those deals? I am guessing that you're not. And don't be embarrassed if you haven't really figured out where am I making my money on what deals. I have clients that work all the way through, and they'll work on a specific deal. They may do construction work, and they aren't really sure whether they're making money on those deals or not. It isn't until the very, very end they're like, well, we had some money left over. I guess we made money, but they're not sure if it was from that deal or another. So the first step is to really dive in and start using metrics and understanding your sales funnel all the way through. For each deal, are you making money on that deal or not? And if so, how much? And the reality is once you do that, your eyes are gonna get wide open. Now the next thing is to go through and actually consider firing your 10 to 50% of the worst clients you have. Now people are like, dude, no way. It's an abundance mindset. Let's hear me out. So let's say that you currently make a net profit of 10%, but you're losing money on your bottom 20%. In your mid 20%, mid 30%, you're flat. If that's the case, you're spending a lot more money than you need to. So if you just cut those, you would start making more money, drop into the bottom line right away. Sounds crazy, but it's very, very simple. It's hard because we've always done that. And as humans, we're pretty conflict avoidant, and that stuff spooks us out. So the first thing is to start to use crystal clear metrics to understand your life cycle and where you're making money and where you're not. The second is when you go through that, have those hard conversations. Now, maybe you don't fire them, but you have to go in and say, look, Steve, dude, love you. Been working with you for 4 years, but it cost me to work with you. So I can't keep working with that. What I'm gonna do though is I'll raise my rate. Oh, we're gonna get a PSA from Español. Un momento, por favor. Lo siento, mi español es muy mal. Qué lástima, Cristóbal. Okay, there, we're back. Okay, so first thing is start to use metrics on how you're making your decisions. Second, go through and have those hard conversations and be willing to fire the lowest, up to 50%. And I've seen this in 50%. It's crazy, but you do that. Right there, you're gonna start having much more efficiencies and drive through it. Now, the third thing is go through and raise your rates. Now, let's say, hear me out. Let's say it's like, well, Kluver, it's tight. Things are tight right now. But what if you didn't do anything except you raised your rates across the board 10%? As a result, so we have a net profit, say currently, of 10%. You raise your rate 10%, you're gonna actually increase what drops all the way to the bottom line by just increasing that rate alone. Sorry, another PSA. Traveling a lot, so I'm trying to keep up with these. Oh.
Los pasajeros
No más
están
español.
limitados a un bolso de mano y un artículo personal pequeño.
Okay, so the last thing is to raise your rates, but don't just raise your rates. Think about if you let go of that bottom 50%, fair enough, let go of that bottom 50%, but you're able to really focus on the top 50% and do work that just blows them out of the water, gives them a higher, better service, more than they ever thought possible. They're gonna love you more, and you can charge a lot more for that. So when you do these three things, these are the things that are gonna start to really help you actually maximize your bottom line with actually a lot less effort. It's just a matter of doing those hard conversations. So if you found value in this, please like, subscribe, whatever. But I'm gonna put my email up at the bottom. And for the first 5 people, if you found interest in this, you're welcome to send me an email, and I will give you access to our course, The Aspiring Solopreneur, at aspiringsolopreneur.com, on me. First 5, that's it. So please check it out. Look forward to hearing from you. Keep smiling.